What's up, everybody? Doing some Grixis Amulet riches today. Let me get everything set up real quick. All right. Let's get right into it. So the deck list is in the description if you guys want to check that out before the deck tech goes live after the stream today. But this is a super fun deck that I've been kind of tinkering with for the past, I want to say 2 weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks. It's been a while. So basically, the gist of the deck is you want to be playing either your Primal Amulet for the Cut Ribbons win, which means whenever you have ribbons in the graveyard here, you can have the target opponent lose X life, and if you copy that with Primal Amulet as flipped, they can lose possibly 9, 10 life, or 20 life in a single turn. It's ridiculous. And then the other win condition here is Revel in Riches, because we have so much removal. We have a good way of getting some treasures on the battlefield, or even Scarab God can win on his own because Scarab God is just insane. So this deck is super fun. So let's go through it real quick. Let's see. We have 3 Fatal Push here. We have 2 Search for Azcanta. We have 4 Dire Fleet Hoarder, 2 Harness Lightning, 4 Treasure Map, 3 Supreme Will, 2 Batu's Last Reckoning, 3 Sweltering Suns, 2 Glimmer of Genius, 3 Primal Amulet, 2 Revel in Riches, 2 Hour Devastation, 1 Scarab God, 3 Cut to Ribbons. And then in the sideboard here, we have some tech against control matchups. So we have Chandra's Defeat, 2 Essence Scatter, 2 Negate, 2 Abrade, 2 Disallow, 2 Unlicensed Disintegration, 2 Vraska's Contempt, and 1, of course, Nico Boli, God Pharaoh. But yeah, let's get right into it. Hope you guys are having a good day, a grand old day. Make sure this is matched up on my monitor. There it goes. Wasn't doing that previously. Whoop, there we go. Cool. Too spicy. Overspiced. Gear Explosion. Oh my gosh. Gear Explosion deck uses Spell Spindle / Treasures with indomitable creativity to bust out 4 Torrential Hulks and a Locust God all at once. What? I want to see this deck now. Play first, yes. Opening hand is not terrible. Not great, though. Not a lot of digging here. Depending on what we kind of play up against here, I would say this is a suboptimal hand. We do have all the mana we want. We do have 3 pieces of removal and have a cut here, so I think that's okay. We're on the draw, too, so we can be a little bit slower. Let's keep, and then we'll play out a Swamp for the Fatal Push. Just depends on what kind of opponent we're playing up against. What's up, Max? Okay. Eric, no deck tech. Are they just going to go up from now on? Eric, I'm going to try and make sure they go up before the streams. It's really difficult for me right now because I'm a little bit behind. But I will make sure from now on to have the deck tech go up before the stream. That way you guys can see how it kind of works beforehand and then see the stream and have it in action. Though I think it's fine either way, but I do think I really want it to be going up before the stream. That way you guys get hyped, you know? That's the best thing. Spire Bluff Canal, so this is probably a control strategy here, so a lot of the cards will be coming out in Game 1. Let's get out a Dragon Skull Summit and pass. What in the heck is this deck with the treasures? This is a super fun deck, MTG Nerd. If this is a straight control deck, this is going to be a hard Game 1 for us, simply because our strategy is all about heavy removal. It's not a game over or anything like that for us, but it's going to be a lot harder. Okay, we have Supreme Will here. Let's get out a Field of Ruin, and then we're going to pass. Let's see, 3 here. His turn. Trying to bust your chops. Oh, it's okay, Eric. I mean, I'm feeling bad personally myself because of it. We have a Supreme Will. We could get rid of the opt. Nah. Six cards in hand. 3 mana. Alright, I gave you opt. Will you give me not Supreme Will. Glimmer of Genius? How's that sound for you? Okay, let's get a Revel on the field, and then let's bottom a Bontu. Or let Revel in our hand, bottom a Bontu. Let's get out a Dragon Skull Summon here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 here for a Revel. But we're going to hold up now and just pass. Again, playing up against a control strategy is going to be the most difficult game 1 because a lot of our strategy is going to be with killing creatures. Don't call me a nerd, Taryn, or else my name is Nerd. Exactly. I was like, that's your name. Oh my gosh. Pass turn. Okay, he's gonna play. We're gonna play out an island here. See, Revel and Riches is not the way to win in this strategy against this kind of deck. So we're just gonna get out of Revel here and see if he wants to get rid of it. That is perfectly fine. Next turn, he'll have 6 mana for a Gear Hulk. We do have 2 cut in our hands, so if he plays that out, we'll be able to deal with it. Alara! Do you prefer old art opt or the new Ixalan one? I like the old art, but I do think the new art is really great for Ixalan as far as the set. So, yeah, I'm tricking him into burning his counter, so he'll probably think that this is a Revel deck. So let's get out Direfleet Hoarder here. And we're just going to use this as a way to have him do his Gear Hulk. Actually, he can't do Gear Hulk this turn. So this will hit. Let's hold up all of our cards and just pass. Again, with the control decks, you want to play a little bit slower and a little bit more methodical. So you got to wait for them to either be tapped out of mana. Here's a Depths of Desire. Let's see. Let's Supreme Will that. And then he can probably burn another one. Yeah, that's good. Keep burning them. I'm okay with that. First game, first match. That's right, Jared. Explorers of Ixalan got its first trailer and has some sweet reprints. Time Warp, Shared Animosity, Adaptive Automation. Wow, really? Oh, I need to see this. I haven't seen it yet. I've been so busy, man. That sounds awesome, though. All right, let's see. He's got 6 mana now. Search for Azcanta. Okay. Drowned Catacombs. Not a problem. Let's get out a Hoarder once again. Most likely we'll let this happen because he has enough mana for a Glimmer of Genius. So, typical first match for us. We go up against control. So we know that Fatal Push and Harness Lightning are coming out. Cut to Ribbons is still staying in our deck because we can actually cut down. There's another Depths of Desire. A Gear Hulk with 2. What about a Panharmonicon deck? This will be the real spice. Put Panharmonicon in this deck? No, I'm just kidding. This deck is already brimming with way too many interactions. So, but it's super fun. I played up against a Godfrey's Gift deck this morning for testing, and we went to time because of it going so long. But I was just knocking melting his face. I was really excited about it. All right, let's try one more time for a Direfleet. Let's go for a cycle here. There's a Supreme Will for us. Should have left open the Aether Hub for the blue mana. But let's see what happens. I'm assuming a Torrential Gear Hulk and then Depths of Desire probably. Gotcha. We have a Harness Lightning in our hand with 3 energy. So let's just get rid of that. Do you have a Spell Pierce in hand with a treasure? If you don't, it just dies. Okay, cool. What's up, Josh? When is the Pro Tour? Like, not next week, but the next, I think? I can't remember. Panharmonicon Godfrey's Gifts Fraying Sanity Mill. That just sounds like insanity. Like, your mana curve would just be like 1 drops and then 4 and 5 drops. Control dies from asthma and rage. Oh, you're fine, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can actually flip search if he wants to this turn. Doesn't have to, but he can if he wants to. What's up, Eric? Okay. Do we have a main phase Gearhulk? Nope. Okay. Passing here. We have Bontu's Last Reckoning. We just got into that. Let's get in with a Direfleet Hoarder here. Again, we can cut our own creature down if we want to. But what might happen is a Torrential Gearhulk here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 mana. No? Okay. We can Field of Ruin his search for Azcanta, which is kind of funny. I don't mind doing that. Can you disallow that? Okay, let's get a... I like a blue. What's up, Gizmothing? Getting 3 blue mana up for us. Ending turn. Search is going to... Without that card, it's going to help a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Do you have another Gearhulk? Let's get that with Supreme Will. Oh, Control, you try so hard, and you get so far. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. He's got 1 card in hand, 2 cards in hand. Alrighty. Let's see here. Got our own search for Azcanta. You might want to just counter that. He does not. Okay, cool. Let's go for some Direfleet Hoarder action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can hit him for 7 on ribbons right now, but I want him to be a little bit lower. Get a load of Terran Park over here. Anytime I see get a load of, I think of Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know if you guys played that, but Dr. Eggman in that game says, "Get a load of this," a lot. Into your graveyard, yes. Sure, we'll flip it. Let's get a swamp out here. I'm going to look at the top, put 1 in my hand. If he wants to disallow, he can. We don't want any of that, actually. Ours not bad, but it doesn't kill Gearhulk. Bontu's better, because it does kill Gearhulk. We're just going to attack out again. Applause for Linkin Park lyrics. Man, dude, like, I grew up pretty hardcore on Linkin Park, so whenever Chester passed away earlier this year, I was, like, very upset. I think it happened when I was on a stream, too, so. Mechanized Revel Sanity Gift Energy Curse Control them? MTG Nerd, no. That sounds like way too much effort. Let's get our upkeep tab here. He's passing turn, 2 cards in hand. We're going to do this. Basically have a pretty good handle on the situation here. Let's go for Primal Amulet. Actually, let's go for Treasure Map. I think that's safer. Let's get out of map. Whoop, I'm waiting actually for the draw step. Getting a little excited. Let's go for the Treasure Map. Let's ping for 1. Let's put that on the bottom. And then just attack in for 2 again. Direfleet is going to work, son. Come on, son. We're doing 2 a turn. Just give us 10 more turns and we'll have him down. Okay, he's got, let's see, 3 cards in hand. Playing out of land this turn, perhaps. He's got infinite mana. He played out of land. Maybe going to kill Direfleet here. Actually, he's going to... No, he's going to do a Combustible Gearhulk. Ooh. Fancy. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to let him draw. I'm not going to let him draw, sorry. No. We're going to take damage probably to that. We'll take 5. But having this guy draw cards is bad news bears for us. So we just took 5 thanks to a indomitable creativity and a negate. Not bad. Anyone else missing murder in standard? I wish Walk the Plank was an instant, honestly. Makes everything so much better. Okay, so we can do cut on Combustible Gearhulk here. He might have 1 that could counter. Or a cut and then a Bontu's Last Reckoning. We're going to scry 1 here first before we draw, which we've already done, but ooh, there's another cut. Let's put that on top. Let's draw that. Go to main phase here. Indomitable Creativity is a sorcery, right? Yeah. Let's go for a cut. See if he's going to let that happen. We've got 2 more in our hand, so if he decides to block one of these, whoops, you pay red. I'm totally okay with that. He did not. Okay. Yeah, he's probably got Godfrey's Gift as well. Let's see. Fatal Push will help us with that. Let's go for a top deck here. See if we got our top 4. Supreme Wheel is actually decent for us here, although we don't have the mana to play it this turn. But I do like that for any follow-up play. Let's just get in for 2 here. And then we have 2 ribbons in the graveyard. Speaking of, does anyone see if any future for Mardu Godfrey's Gift in this format? I don't really know. You know, it really depends on how you want to build it. I think you really need let's see. Yeah, you really need blue with Mardu. So, I mean, it wouldn't be Mardu with blue, but like Minister of Inquiries is what makes Godfrey's Gift so good. So, it would just be really hard to do. I think we win this turn, right? Let me scry 1. That flips. We can put that on the bottom. It don't matter. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can actually do ribbons for 11, which is lethal. 2 cards in hand. Let's see. Let's do ribbons for 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 6 still. Yeah, 8. If that gets countered with a Supreme Will, we can just pay the treasure. But if this is a straight up disallow, then that's fine. We have another one in the graveyard. Is this a Spell Swindle? Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Gets a bunch of treasure there. Let's hold up Supreme Will here. Actually, we can't. We wouldn't want to. We're just going to attack out with this turn. Suddenly plays double Gearhulk when we counter. He's got 1 card in hand, so the top deck method for him is going to be what's going to be giving him the game. I don't want to sacrifice any of our treasure in this next turn. He's a rich man right now, but he's going to slowly die to this 2/1 creature. 2 cards in hand. What are you, top deck? Probably removal. He gets your Revolutions out of the graveyard. Let's see. Before upkeep, let's go for a sack of treasure draw. Hour, not bad. Direfleet Hoarder. Let's keep up the pressure with the 2/1s here. 2 cards in hand. We're going to play a little more conservatively this turn. If we win with the 2/1, that'll be hilarious. Nah. Okay, let's go into combat here. And just get in for 2. Going to 6. Do you have a Gear Hulk? You do not. Two Bantus ensure victory. This is match 1, game 1, yeah. Let's see, let's try for a ribbons here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's try ribbons for just 3 to play around a Supreme Will. Do we have another Supreme Will, or is this Swindle, or is this just a negate? Yeah, just a negate, no problem. Their turn. 2 cards in hand, holding it up, holding it together. They've got an opt here. We can Supreme Will the opt, but it won't matter. Okay. 2 cards in hand. What do you got? Gear Hulk? Looks like it. Combustible, okay. Let's see. Can't Fatal Push it. We could Supreme Will. Direfleet is my win con? Oh my gosh. True. Trudy. Let's see. 15 life. I'm going to say no. Let's say no. Only took 5 there. Inboundable Creativity and opt again. Or negate again. Interesting. 1 card in hand for opponent. Going to instep. We're going to look at the top cards of our library here. Would like to actually pull into our 4th, or not 4th, we only have 3 in here. Cuts. Let's see what we got. Search. Amulets. Let's go for an amulet. All right, our turn. Upkeep. Let's put a counter on the treasure map. Bottom that. Drawing into another treasure map. Gosh. Let's see if we can get out the amulet this turn. One, 2, 3, 4. 1 card in hand. I doubt he has anything for countering this turn. Does he? Oh, he does! 1 card in hand. Jeez. Of course he does. He's got a Gear Hulk. No, he's got a Spell Swindle. Okay, all right, that's fair. Wow. Okay, so we can actually, let's see, cut. We can do 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So I think we have it down to 1 life, or have him down to 1 life next turn. Goodness, so close, so close. Senor. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Getting in for 2, so taking him to 5. He would have to be down to 1 life. I kind of hope your opponent plays 1 Revel in his deck. That would be wonderfully ironic. That would be actually amazing. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I think attacking out here is the answer. Let's attack out first. And what we'll probably do is cut and then Bantu/Reckoning maybe. Okay. Give us a treasure there. Actually, we do it because we have the treasure here. Okay, so we actually do have enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually have it if we cut our own guy. Yes, yes, Guardian. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Very nice. Math from the hoarders here. Yeah, we actually do for 5. What's up, Unmasked? Drawing for Inktober. Nice. There we go. Let's go to sideboard. All right, let's get out a bunch of the cards that are dead cards in our hand. Bantu's Last Reckoning is pretty important for us for this. Let's get out some Fatal Push. I like the Negates. Also like some Vraska's Contempt. Actually, not Contempt. Let's get a Nicobolus. I like Disallows. A Brady's also okay. Let me sort this real quick. Let's get out one. Actually, yeah, let's get out both Revels. And then put in an Unlicensed. I think that's fair. Yeah, let's do that. Good old GG on game 1. I've been trying to keep up with Inktober myself, but it's really difficult. Missed the deck tech for this. Care to give me the cliff notes? Unmasked, the deck tech hasn't been uploaded yet. I will definitely be doing that after the stream today. Been a bit behind lately. But the deck is all about getting out an amulet and then copying your spells for a cut to ribbons and making them lose 20 life in 1 turn. Or, if we're up against a creature-based strategy, we revel in riches to get lots of treasures so we can then win that way. So, this is a suboptimal hand for us. We're on the draw. But I'm not a fan of this hand. I would like to keep it because we have Supreme Will and a cut and a Disallow. But we don't have red mana. T-Tuck, loved your meal deck. Oh, appreciate it, man. Yeah, let's mulligan. That was just a really bad hand. This is actually a very good hand for us, even on the play. Or even on the draw. Let's keep. Sure. Sure, why not? It's difficult coming up with new decks every day. I have a hard enough time making one. Clint, so I think I told you guys this yesterday, but I mean I can run through it, no problem again. So what I do is I pull up like all the tabs for all the different image galleries of the sets for standard, and then I just look at kind of like what I want to do, and then I just kind of go from there. So we played out an island here. We're gonna play out a Drowned Catacombs. Nope, I forgot that my upkeep tab was on. Let's play out a Drowned Catacombs, and then we're just gonna pass turn. So I look at all the image galleries, and then I'm like, okay, what does my deck want to do? And then after that, I'm like, okay, this is my win condition for this deck, and this is my win condition, my secondary win condition, and then I build it that way. So I usually start with the creature base and the spell base, depending on what kind of deck it is. If it's a deck like this, it's gonna be definitely spell based, and then I kind of like throw in like 24 generic lands, and then if I need to go less or more, I can. So. All right, he played Search for Azcanta. We're going to do the same thing because he tapped out. I think that's fair. Could have played a Hoarder there to start attacking in. That would have been funny. But I'm assuming he has some type of creature removal hit. We didn't see it at all in game 1. Okay. We're going to yield to his search for Azcanta here. Again, countering his cards at the beginning of the match isn't as important as we need it to be, but playing some Spell Wars with the negates is fun. Okay, we're going to yield to ours as well. What's it going to give us? Nicobolus? We won it on the battlefield, but that's really early to draw it. So we're going to say draw it. But that isn't ideal for us. Let's hold up a Unlicensed Disintegration. 3 cards here. I assume that he has either a Disallow or a Supreme Will, so Direfleet's going to stay in our hand for a while. Search for Azcanta. Oh my gosh. No, that's not what the card is. Azcanta. So it's like Atlanta or Atlantis. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay, just passing turn because it's a control deck and it's really boring. We will put that into our hand. That's pretty good. Let's try for an amulet. We're gonna test out a counter card here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. One less card to worry about. I was thinking of a Censor or a Supreme Will, but negate's fine too. We're playing the long game this game. We only have 6 minutes though, so we're actually a lot behind on time. So I'm assuming we're not going to get a game 3 out of this match. You mentioned you do a bit for Inktober. You post your work anywhere? If you go to Super Hinotama on Instagram, I post there a lot. Evolving Wilds, no, because that actually helps us out a lot. Let's just crack that real quick and get a island. There we go. That's fine. We can try for a Hoarder here because we have a negate in our hand, so that's pretty safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it hit. Okay. That's fair. What is Inktober? It's like a month long where you draw every single day. I'm like 6 days behind. Actually, I'm not. I have the drawings done. They just need to be inked. Like the line work is done, and I just need to do my ink washes on top of them. So they just got to be finished. I'm gonna try and do that tonight if I can. It's hard to do. Taryn, best dad joke. Show us what you got. Oh no, Depths of Desire. Main phase Depths of Desire. You are desperate. Okay, let's not do that. Let's negate that. Do you have a Censor or a negate? You do not. Okay. That's great for us. You have 2 mana up. Primal Amulet. Let's actually put that into the graveyard for now because we actually want some mana instead. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1 away from playing the Nicobolus here. Let's just attack out for a Direfleet. Will you be doing a top tier decks on stream, or are you sticking with your own builds? Clint, I try to do every once in a while for like when the Pro Tour happens, I'll grab one of the cards and do that. He's got creativity in hand. You guys sniping over here? Come on, come on. I want to try Inktober sometime. I've been drawing since forever, really. I mean, like, again, Inktober is not like you have to draw every single day. It's just like if you want to be drawing a lot more in October, you can. I think I can't remember his name. I think this is Jake Paul. No, it's not. I think it might be Jake Paul. Let me look. Jake Parker, not Jake Paul. I'm getting the YouTubers confused. He's an illustrator that kind of created it. He has like different things. Like each day is a different thing, but I don't really do that. I just kind of go with whatever I want to draw. Let's see. Okay, search for Azcanta. Let's see what we get. Harness Lightning. Yeah. Pontu is much better. Let's get in for 2 here. It's every day, bro. Oh man. I meant Jake Parker, not Jake Paul. I feel like that name is just stuck in my like subconscious now because of how much stuff he's in on YouTube. All right, down to 16. We've got 5 minutes left. We need to be very aware of the time. Yeah, Jake Parker from... Yeah, you're right, Unmask. Different Jake. Oh, my gosh. Dumb. Okay, Let's see what we got for Search for Azcanta again. Drowned Catacombs. No, we're actually going to draw that out. So now we just need to be aware of when he just decides to play out his Gearhulk. So 6 cards in hand. 5 mana on the battlefield. He hasn't played out mana yet. So I'll just continue to chip away at him. I'm fine with that. You like the Kirby piece I did? Thanks, Unmask. Again, I have a lot of pieces that haven't been posted yet. So this year I did a video game franchise themes. So I've done over the weekend. I did a Soul Reaver one, a Jet Gun Radio or Jet Set Radio. I did Overwatch one, a Treasure Map. No, I'm going to try that out and put that on the battlefield. That's going to help cheat out Nicol Bolas a little bit more fairly. I'm assuming he's going to let this hit. Yeah, that's fine. Let's scry. He's underestimating the power of Direfleet. We're going to put that on the top, and we're just going to swing out for 2. If he loses to a 2-1 and he's a control deck, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Oh, man. What's your favorite art style? Like abstract, cubism, cartoony, etc.? I love grunge art. If you guys look at someone like Laura Zombie, her stuff is super fun. Like kind of surrealist, abstract, but based in like an illustrative style. I think that's really cool. And it's also super colorful. And she's like relatively new still. But I mean, like, you can always go back to like Renaissance or the Baroque style or the, what is it? I can't remember what it's called. The Art Nouveau style. Nope, we'll draw that out. Terran the Surrealist. Terran the Realist. Or like real estate. Let's do Aether Hub here. Oh, no, Aether Hub, yeah. Supremo. Let's do that on top. I think that's fine. And then we'll just Direfleet out. He's looking for mana. Because he looks like he's got a handful of stuff that he just can't use yet. He had to discard a Combustible Gearhulk last turn. What do we got? Depths of Desire. That's fine. Seven cards in hand. Impressed you've managed to keep up with Inktober this year so far, but I haven't gotten today's done yet. My boss has actually expected me to do work and stuff today. Yes, welcome to being an adult. It sucks sometimes, especially for like trying to do things. We're at 20, so I'm happy to take a Combustible Gearhulk hit if that's the case. Looks like it. Yeah, we're going to say no. But we're also going to Unlicensed Disintegration that. Because I think that's funny. And we actually ping him for 3 because of Treasure Map. Okay. No. Wow! Whew! Spell Swindle and Torrential Gearhulk. That hurt a lot. No problem, though. We have enough for Nicol Bolas, so we're fine. Nicol Bolas, -4, and kill him. Boy, we're doing it. No, it's fine. Red. Your powers combine. I am Nicol Bolas. And I'm going to -4 and ping you for 7 in the face. Because I can. That's an easy 2-0 against a control deck there. Bam, bam, bada, boop. All right, we got it. Let's go to play lobby. That was amazing. Either that was a terrible like control player or his deck just was not great. I don't know what was happening there. Play first? Yes. All right, let's see what this opening hand has for us. Not good. Not bad because of Evolving Wilds. We're on the play, though. Aether Hub helps us for Sweltering Suns. Or it was a bad player with a bad deck. Oh, it happens. At one time, I was a terrible player. But now I seem to be getting much better. I'm not looking at the chat as often, though. So question, when you copy a Supreme Will with Amulet, it copies chosen mode, right? You can't re-choose? No, you can cast a spell again. So I think you can cast a spell again. I'm not exactly sure, but it might be casting a spell again. I haven't actually done it for a Supreme. I've done it for like Rebukes. I've done it for a bunch of other cards, but not Supreme Will specifically to counter 2 cards at once, or to look twice. I want to keep, but I don't want to keep. Let's keep. This is a sort of bad hand because these are all tap lands, and Evolving Wilds gives us some situation. You got Pierogi waiting. Nice. Take care. Hope to see some more of your work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Unmask art on there. Okay, I'll make sure to check you out. Let's see. Let's get out a Evolving Wilds first. Crack that. Let's get out a Swamp. That helps the tap land situation. Thanks, Josh. Copies have the same modes chosen. You cannot choose a different mode. Gotcha. I used to be level 2 judge. Thanks, Skywarp. Appreciate that. Well, there you go, Josh. Now we know the answer. Inspiring Vantage. Ooh, is this a Red White Humans deck? Ooh, fast deck. Okay. So we did pick a pretty decent hand for this. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to play because our hand is mostly spell or land right now. I want to keep, but I don't want to keep. Terran 2017. That's like my life. All right. Okay, let's go to our turn. Playing out most likely a Catacomb or Summit. Probably a Summit for the Harness Lightning. Yeah, let's get a Summit here. Hold up a Harness Lightning. Was playing Grixis Amulet Land Destruction. Oh, Tyler. Ooh, send me that list, man. If you guys want to send me fan decks, as always, you can send them to superhinotama@gmail.com, right above me, for Fridays. That sounds spicy. You mean tearing every single stream? Yeah. Spire of Industry. Okay. Heart of Kirin. Not bad. We can actually keep Harness Lightning in our hand. I will likely play Aether Hub and hold up for Harness Lightning on the Heart of Kirin. I always want to make a Pyromancer Goggle land destruction deck. Ooh. Do you accept challenges during your playtesting? Clint, not really, because I'm trying to make sure that, you know, whoever I'm playing against, there's just randos. Let's see, Fatal Push, Drowned Catacombs. I forgot to play Aether Hub. Should have played Aether Hub. That was a mistake. Mistake. We have Fatal Push for Heart of Kirin, though, so I'm not too terribly upset about that. Let's pass. This is basically how we want it to happen. We want to be drawing into lots of removal spells here. And then if we draw into an amulet, we can start playing these out the next turn, like bam, bam, bam. Because this, again, these are like one. It makes Harness Lightning 1 mana, makes Sweltering Suns 2 mana. So it's not a problem. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. This is probably a Vehicles deck now, obviously. We got a Dwarf coming in. Ruin Raider. Ooh. That's a spicy meatball. You going to try and swing him with Heart this turn? There it is. Oh, sad day. Going to see that go to the graveyard. And we're going to Harness Lightning the Ruin Raider. Are we playing Revel in Riches? Sorry, I just started watching recently. Herman, the deck list is in the description if you want to check it out. This is an Amulet Riches deck. So basically we'll be playing out the Amulet, making our spells one less, and then once we get to 4 counters, we can copy them twice. And the primary win condition is to cut to ribbons, which is make our opponent lose twice as much life with ribbons. But because we have a lot of removal spells in the deck, we're actually getting a lot of treasure with Revel in Riches. So it's a great way to have some good synergy. Okay. Canyon Slough. Spirebluff Canal. Let's get out a Drowned Catacomb. Let's get an Aether Hub. Just need to do that. I think that's fair. He's also tapped out, so a Sweltering Suns can handle this pretty well. So let's do that. Get rid of those 3 cards. This is a not nice deck. Had a very hard time against a red, let's see, and a blue-white control. Blue-white control. Imagine turn as a doctor. Terrible. Psychologist specialist in control and tempo players. Okay, let's see. 5 mana, or 5 cards in hand, not 5 mana. Ugh. We're about to hit 5 mana. Cycling land destruction. Oof. Drew up a similar deck, but using Torment of Hellfire instead of Cut to Ribbons. Haven't had a chance to try it out yet, but maybe this weekend. Nice. Torment of Hellfire is great. You're fine, MTG nerd. Torment of Hellfire is great. The problem with that one is that it can be countered much more easily than a Ribbons. So, what do we just tap it out for nothing? What's happening? Oh, he cycled 2 lands. Okay. We got a Fatal Push. Let's get out a Spirebluff Canal, and then we're going to hold up a turn. Again, we're waiting on a Primal Amulet. We're waiting on a Revel in Riches. I don't mind drawing into land as long as we have removal. So, getting land flooded in this deck is actually not bad. If it's not doubled, it's tripled. Or tripled by Amulet. Nice. Let's see. 5 mana. Do you also do streams of budget decks under $100? I absolutely do. Yeah, today's just kind of like a weird exception because I finally like figured out the deck for this and was just super happy to get it on stream. Treasure Map is a great get for us. Let's get Drowned Catacombs out and get a Treasure Map out. And then we can actually scry 1 with Treasure Map this turn because we have the mana up for Fatal Push and Harness Lightning on their turn. Let's bottom that. We don't need mana anymore. This is going to help us not draw into it. How's your game going? Seems like a fun deck. How's it against control? Back alley editing, if you weren't here for the first match, we 2-0'd against a Is It control deck with Combustible Gearhulk and Torrential Gearhulk. So we beat him pretty handedly. He just couldn't put up against our Direfleet Hoarder. No, we have a lot of counter control magic in our deck, and we played Nicol Bolas for the game-winning end on that second match. Whoop, hit the mic stand there. Let's see. Passing. He's either flooding out or something. Let's go for another treasure map because we can get all the treasure. This is also a legendary land, correct? No, it's just a regular land. Okay. Couldn't remember off the top of my head. Let's see what we get. Sweltering Suns is not bad. Let's put this on top for now. I'm just going to scry again to get that other counter. Terran best competitive standard budget deck except Pummeler. At the moment, I'll have to think about that. Pummeler's really, really good, and it kind of wins out of nowhere. I want to say like maybe the blue-black cycling deck. Ori, the record so far is match 1. We won 2-0. This is match 2, and this is game 1. White-black tokens probably? Yeah. White-black tokens is great. I think green-white cats is also very, very good and powerful. I'm going to scry here. It's going to flip that. Hoarder? Sure. Let's go with treasure map here. Again, we're just doing the counter. We're not really caring about the what's on top this time. Blue-white approach is pretty cheap, isn't it? I don't think it's as cheap as people think it is because of the disallows. You also have like Solemnity and Settle the Wreckage in the deck, which is a couple bucks. I would have to price it out just off the top of my head, but I can't remember. Let's see what we got here. Opponent's about to cast something. Glory-bound Initiate's going to die to a Fatal Push immediately. But let's see if he has anything else for his turn. Let's actually harness lightning this because of the energy on it. And Fatal Push can grab a Heart of Kirin. Blue-white approach got a vastly more expensive because of the dual lands. Oh, and Search for Azcanta. Yeah, Search for Azcanta is spiking quite a bit right now. So if you guys haven't bought into that, I recommend doing that soon. Let's do treasure one more time. I'm going to bottom that land. Get some more treasure. Again, if we draw Revel in Riches, we already have 6 treasures. Let's get out. Whoops. I'm going to tap black mana for that. Let's get out a Direfleet Hoarder. 3 cards in my opponent's hand. Don't want to sacrifice any treasure to the Treasure Cove just yet. So I'll be a little bit more conservative. American prices tend to be way higher over here than Europe. Oh, that's weird. I didn't even know that. Thinking about building a mono black hand destruction and win con curses and torment of hellfire. Ugh. That sounds so dirty. There was a deck that someone gave me for Fan Fridays that I didn't play with because it was a better deck that week, but it was a discard deck right before Ixalan came out, and it was so incredibly gross. There's also a lot of new cards in Ixalan that are super good as well, so I would say, you know, if you want to run that, there's a lot of, like, gas. Bought a playset the first SCG tour when they were $5 a pop. Now they're $15 a piece in paper. Yeah, they're expensive. Opponent is tapping a bunch of mana. If near Deadland's going to kill our guy. That's fine because it does give us a treasure. So we're at 7. Would be hilarious to draw into a Revel in Riches right now. Just to be like, hey, we're playing this deck, so if you want to keep giving us stuff, you can totally do that. Let's see. I want to be a little more aggressive, and let's cycle the Sweltering Suns here. That might be a mistake. But we do have Bontu's Last Reckoning and everything, so 1 card in hand. Search for Azcanta is going to be nice for us. 4 or 5. We only have 6 cards in our graveyard, though, so we'll probably want to pitch whatever we draw into the graveyard, unless it's Revel in Riches. Am I running Spell Swindle? I am not Skywarp. That was one card that I was debating whether or not to put in and out of the deck. At the end of the day, I took it out. So one of the cool interactions here is that Fatal Push can still hit Rune Raider if we just sack a treasure. So if we're gonna hold that up though. But yeah, Spell Swindle is great. It's just it's 5 mana, so it's really difficult to get to. Not necessarily in this deck, but because we have the Amulet kind of secondary win condition or primary win condition going. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna flip. The best thing is Azcanta can flip as soon as you throw something in the graveyard. Evolving Wilds, we're going to sack that and get a red mana. How much hand discard do we have? Like 2 creatures, duress, curses, and what? A lot. There's a lot. Not in this deck, but there's a lot in that style of deck. Let's look for the top here. See what we can get. Supreme Will is not bad. 2 Direfleet Hoarders. Oh, that sucks. Let's get that. Any order. Let's see. We'll sack a treasure, cast, and kill the Rune Raider. There we go. Keep up a Supreme Will. We might dig with it next turn. Let me keep the upkeep right here on. Oh, it was already turned in by the Evolving Wilds. You're right, Josh. That was my fault. You're right. I wasn't thinking about it. I was just thinking about the treasure line. Hazaret the Fervent. 2 cards in his hand. Let's go for a Supreme Will here and look at the top. Let's see what we can do against a Hazaret first game. Not much, honestly. We do have a cut here, though. Let's grab that. Let's see, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We could do a lot of damage. Harsh Scrutiny, Doomfall, Duress, the Pirate. Yeah. Duress the Pirate. Kitesail Freebooter. Is that what you're talking about? This is still the first round of match 2, yeah. So Grixis Amulet kind of works a little bit slowly. But it's pretty amazing. He's going to pitch a card to the graveyard so we can attack this turn. I wonder how the meta would be currently if no cards had been banned in standard like Aetherworks Marvel. I don't think Aetherworks would actually be that much of a hassle thanks to things like Sorcerer's Spyglass. It's just because in that meta it was just so ridiculous. I think the Copter is probably still bad though. Okay, we're let's go for a look at the top here. Don't think I have any exile in the main board here. We do have Amulet, though. Let's get Amulet, then draw a card. Azcanta. Let's see. Can I do all of this in one turn? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We actually can. Let's see what we can do this turn. I'm going to cut here. Yep. It's actually only 1 mana, not 2. I don't know why I did that. It's not going to kill him, but we have a ton of mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We can do 17 ribbons next turn. She's turning the treasures into cards. Heart of Kieran here. Okay. No. Yes. Oh, it's legendary. I forgot. It's the other one that, the Treasure Cove that doesn't, let's see. 1. Trying to see how much mana we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 17. Cancel. Let's look at the top here first. Painful to watch. Hour. That's perfect. Four. Bam bop bobbity boom. There's a specific mechanic you would like to see in the future sets. I really hope to see Split Second again with all those control decks around. You know, I would really like to see Level Up. I think that would be a cool mechanic to bring back. We might draw a card with Treasure this next turn. Just to see if he plays out a creature. He's at 1 card in hand. 2 cards in hand now with a draw. As always, though, Hazoret likes to be in pairs. So, Sunscourge Champion. So that can't be crewed by Heart of Kieran. He does gain life here. Level Up is so slow, though. Yeah, but it's like, it's fun, though. You know, it's, I think it's like, for me, I like the more like casual effects. Let's see what we're going to draw here. Aether Hub. Let's look at the top 4 real quick. Second amulet. Nah. One, two. Can do 18 life loss. Let's go with Primal Amulet out on the field. And draw some cards with the Treasure Cove. Can I put on that Neheb the Eternal is sick in a build with doubled cuts ribbons? So that'd be amazing. Let's do some card draw here. There we go. Whoops. Yeah, we're just going to get to double Amulet trigger here. This actually makes this 2 mana, not 3. Yeah, we're going off. We're going off! All right. Scribe, we have Harness Lightning and a land. Let's put that on top. We play Aether Hub this turn. Let's put that on the bottom. Spire Bluff Canal. I'm going to hold up the Harness Lightning here. Let's draw another treasure. We actually flip Primal Amulet with Harness Lightning. I have another cut too. Yeah, we just straight up win this game. Yeah, we're going to cut this guy. Yes. This deck is so much fun, guys. It's taken a long time to tinker with, though. Okay, we're going to pass turn. Infinite mana. Opponent has 1 card in hand. Let's see. Harness Lightning for 1. And we can duplicate the amulet with the, or ribbons with the Wellspring. So, 1, 2, 3. 17. Lose 1,000 life. What's up, Matt? Okay. Fatal Push would be heavily played even without Revolt, but now it's busted. That's true. That's true. Fatal Push is such a good card. Can't wait for it to rotate out of Standard. Honestly. It just kills so much. Yeah, like a Master of Waves. You just do nothing. It completely wrecks Merfolks. Okay, he's going to Eternalize the Sunscorched. Get a crew trigger from this with Heart of Kirin, but we can, of course, Harness Lightning him. The thing that's funny is this is not legendary. This is a regular land, so we can have 2 of these guys. So, you know, if we want to, you know, whatever. Ribbons him for 50-something, that's fine, too. Let's Harness Lightning. Oh, man. This deck is just evil. We could have actually copied it with a Primal Wellspring there and killed both of those guys. Goodness. 1 more card for opponent. What do you got? Toolcraft Exemplar. Okay. And you're just dead on board, right? Okay, upkeep. We'll be drawing Supreme Will. Let's get a Spire Bluff Canal. And then we're just going to... I'm going to hit cancel first. Let's do a Supreme Will for 1. Then flip the Primal Amulet. Actually for 2, because we need 2, because it's the only 1 amulet's on top now. Good lord. Yes. Okay. Sweltering Suns, Monty, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're going to ribbons. Yup. Yup. Oh my gosh. This is so painful for our opponent. They're getting melted. It's like the Nazis in the Indiana Jones movie when they opened the Ark of the Covenant. For 16, copied twice. Let's do some math. What's the negative here? What's the negative? Let it happen. Come on. Oh my gosh. So amazing. 1632 and what, 48? 48. There you go. Torment would have been 40, would have been 48. Yeah. God, please be countered. Oh, he has 0 cards in hand. There's nothing he could have done. Oh man, that's fun. Let's pull in some of Braids. I like Unlicensed Integration as well. Let's pull out. Assuming if we don't have a Suns, he will probably overtake us. Let's take out a Hoarder and take out a Will. I think that's okay. And then take out a Map and 1 Revel. All right. Budget mono black discard with Hailfire as finisher and Scarabs. I think that's fine. Not Scarab God, because it wouldn't be budget then, because that's like 1 card by itself is like $50. So, no, thank you. Fun. That was fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just noticed we have 120 people watching. What's up, guys? If you're new to the stream, welcome. I stream every single weekday, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the MTGO Traders channel. If you like it, like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so when you know whenever we go live on the stream or when we upload a video on the channel. So right after this, we'll be uploading the deck tech for this deck. And if you guys want to see the deck list, it's below in the description. So. Anyone else annoyed with the big green Stompy? With that big green Stompy that isn't even a solidly viable deck in Standard right now, despite huge stuff like Carnage Tyrant and Sifter Worm. I mean, it's kind of a deck. It's just really not that great. 120 hot diggity dog. hot dog, hot diggity dog. I have a cousin, and she's 5, so, or niece, not a cousin. I won't subscribe and hit thumbs up. Who do you think you are, my dad? Oh, well, sorry. You're your own person. You can do whatever you want. I think pulling in Nicobolus is actually fun. So let's pull that in and take out a Suns because we're waiting on our opponent. Just for funsies. Vraska's Contempt is actually pretty good against Hazoret here, but we have 2 Hour Devastation. I'm not really too concerned about Hazoret. So, but just in case, let's take those out and put in Vraska's Contempt. Resubmit. How's that again? I'm upset that Stompy isn't a thing. Yeah, I am too. I mean, there's so many good green cards right now, but they don't do enough. Like, and that's so weird to say too. I don't know. I feel like a Selesnya Stompy deck would be pretty good, but it's just weird. Sweltering Suns is OP. Copying a Sweltering Suns? Oh yeah. You're not my supervisor. Oh my gosh. These matches are going a little bit slower because his deck is more of a control strategy, but you know, I'm going to try and play as fast as I can with these matches. It's just they usually do go 2-0s because of the way the deck is built. It's just built to be really mean the entire time. So. If you guys don't know yet, in the description, we actually started a Facebook group. If you want to talk amongst yourselves whenever you're not on the chat. I think we just hit 100 members yesterday or last night, something like that. But yeah, if you want to join that'd be awesome. I'm in there like making memes and posting links and stuff as much as I can. Making a majority of ramp not only creature-based, but 2+ mana creatures too sucks, yeah. Gotta say, seeing a Grixis treasure deck with Bolas makes me want to make it too. It's fun, man. I mean, you could basically cheat him out, you know, pretty quickly if you play it correctly. Well, for being a Revel and Riches deck, it's not that nasty, right? I mean, you can win with Revel and Riches, but I feel like Revel and Riches in this deck is really meant to be a mana producer and not really like the win con. But if they do have a lot of creatures on the battlefield, you can definitely run away with a win. Let's see. Opponent's being slow. You take a bathroom break, big guy. Can we post about paper Magic there, or is it mostly intended for MTGO discussion? No, it's for any Magic related topic you guys want to talk about. I think it's fine. Again, like MTGO traders, like we do decks for paper. I mean, the decks I make are for paper and for MTGO. It's just I usually use the MTGO prices because we're on MTGO all the time. So that's my primary way of playing basically right now. But I mean, I do go to the local game store and play draft and sealed and do the pre-releases. Every single time they have a pre-release. So I love paper Magic. I mean, it's what got me into Magic. You haven't experienced MTG if you haven't met/played a nasty control deck. That's true. That's very true. Oh, man. Before Eldritch Moon, or before Battle for Zendikar, through Eldritch Moon shifted, there was a pretty nasty black-blue control deck. And I played that at my local game store, and they hated me. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be fun now. Let's play Cats. And they're like, oh, this is a fun deck. I'm still losing, but this is still a fun deck. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Cats is super powerful. I really want to do a version 3.0 on that. Can I advocate for Hour of Revelation? There are a lot of tokens out there, and Hour is so effective against them. That's true. That's what, the white, right? I wouldn't go well in this deck, but because we need the treasures on the battlefield. Doesn't matter what I play. Everybody hates me anyway. Oh, Herman, come on. Don't be that guy with his face down in the rain. All right, I'm going to... Opponent disconnect? What? Hello? My poor 11-year-old got spiked at FNM a few weeks back by a blue-white approach. Oof. Did somebody say Cats? What's up, Gimo? Green-white vampire deck was hilarious to see. Wow. Okay, I'm going to give my opponent probably 30 more seconds, and if not, going to head out to another round. I will not wait for you. Not a fan when opponents walk away like this. Yo, been a few days since I could catch the scream. How's it going? Pretty good, Tyler. We're playing Grixis Amulet Revel deck. That sounds really confusing. Or Grixis Amulet Richest deck, not Revel deck. But, it's really fun. Decklist is in the description. Okay. We've given him ample time. Goodbye. We're going to concede here. I don't like keeping you guys waiting. I like just getting up a new match. T2 Terminator 2? What's up? I love Terminator. Just kidding. I'm not just kidding. I do actually like Terminator. Would you like to play first? Yes. So while we're sitting here, how you feeling about life, Taryn? Pretty good. Pretty good. Opening hand is not bad. It's not great. A little heavy on the 4-drops, but Treasure Map does make this hand significantly better. Harness Lightning and Cut is also very good. I think this is a keeper. Be right back cooking bacon. William Bacon. Oh, that sounds amazing. Have you played Potato Thriller on stream yet? Not yet. What is that? Oh my gosh. You know what I'd like to see? 5-color all tribes good stuff deck. The junk. Just the junk. Let's see. Let's go to Dragon Skull Summit first, and then we'll pass. Again, this is a kind of a bad hand, but I do like Harness Lightning, Cut, and Treasure Map in the hand. This list playing any approach, if I'm understanding correctly, Amulet flips is auto-win with approach. I don't think that's correct. I think Amulet needs to be cast again for it. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, is this a Niosaurus deck? Interesting. Amulets. I think we might be back. Let me refresh. Oh, goodness. Did we die? Did we come back? Are we alive? Weird. Opponent is clearly DDoS. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. No, we're not. Maybe we are. Are we back? We're back. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that, guys. We played that, right? And then we're just going to pass. Sorry. It's so random. Like, I've talked to the ISP and they're like, oh, it's nothing. And then look at my router and it's like, oh, we're not showing anything. I'm like, well, okay. I refresh my ISP because that helps against DDoS attacks. I don't know. Well, I'll figure something out so that doesn't happen. Again, I'm on like ultra low latency, but there's also like extreme low latency. So I could just go regular latency. That might help. For a moment there, I thought I won't be able to procrastinate anymore. Evolving Wilds is okay. Let's crack that. Probably should have done treasure map on the upkeep there, so I'm going to click that marker. Let's grab an island. Hold up a Harness Lightning. A copy of a spell isn't cast, so it won't count as the first one, nor as the approach of second sun. Yeah, so that's the gathering rule. Exactly. So he's got 4 mana here, so Kinjali Caller will likely get out a big dude this turn. Or not. He actually passed to attack step. Interesting. I feel like the best move here would be to kill the Caller. Again, Niosaurs is very difficult in helping us. Yeah, we want that on top. Or in the race here, so we want to be as fast as we can. Holding out for a cut for next turn. Got it. Copy, not cast. There you go. Judge rulings are all the fun. Yeah. I'm glad we have some, talented people in the chat here to help me and others along with weird rulings like that. Drover of the Mighty. Okay. Not bad. We're just going to play the Amulet next turn then. Yeah, we're just going to draw a card here. Sweltering Suns. Let's get the Amulet. Again, the Amulet makes everything cheaper for us, so we could do a cut and Glimmer in the same turn. That helps a lot. Since our opponent's staggering, or not staggering, but stumbling a little bit in the early game, that helps us out a ton. Also, our Devastation is also 4 mana, so we can actually play it this next turn as well. So if he decides to play a big bomb this turn, there's a Raptor. What do you do and everyone think about the game day being December 30th and 31st? That is so weird, Back Alley Gaming. I don't understand that. Dual shot. Oh, for a ranging Raptor here to get an extra land. Is that what just happened? Yeah. Do you run Sunburned Indication? It'd be pretty good, right? I don't know. I didn't really try it in this deck. I feel like that card's really good for sealed, but not really for standard. Yeah, we're just going to let that happen. Taking 3. Let's draw a card. Another hour. Okay. Let's see. Sweltering Suns can actually get it here for us. So let's Suns first. And then we're just going to treasure map. Get a counter. Sunburn Invocation with X spells would be pretty awesome, actually. I think it would be cool. I just don't know. I didn't use it in this deck, so I don't really know. So he does get a land with that. The best thing about Niosaurs is like ranging raptors and things like that, where they just ramp their lands like crazy. Yeah, we're gonna do treasure map here. Push. I'm actually gonna put that on the. Actually, let's put it on the top because he's getting a lot of lands. I feel like he might play out 2 or 3 creatures next turn. If that's the case, we'll just hour. But I like having the extra ability there to draw into a push, possibly Glimmer next turn. Just depends. What do we got? Yo, I'm a raptor. Okay. That actually survives with the exception of a Hour of Devastation. We're going to do treasure map here. Keep that on top. Draw into it. Sack, this is a 4 cost or less. Yeah. Sack a treasure. Cast a push. Kill the raptor. And then let's do a main phase Glimmer here. Just cause. I think that's pretty fun. Up to 3 for a Primal Amulet. We have cut already in our hand, so we already have our pieces. Let's get this into our hand here. I like Drowned Catacombs as well. That's fine. Let's get out our land for the turn, and we'll pass. Goodness gracious. This is a fun deck. See, 3, 6, 7 land on his side of the field. He's going to pass because he doesn't have anything in his hand. That's perfectly fine. We're going to undo the upkeep draw step. There's a Supreme Will for us. Let's go for Supreme Will on our turn. We're going to transform Primal. Let's see what we get here. Another Primal Amulet, because that's funny. Harness Lightning, search for Azcanta. I like search here actually. Out of this set of cards. Although we do have 2 energies for a Harness Lightning, so we could kill something if we decide to do that. I like Harness Lightning here, but yeah, let's do that. Okay. Pass turn. We'll want to keep a creature on his side of the field open for a cut next turn. Anyone managed to get a working Rakdos -1/-1 counter deck together? I didn't, no. I feel like Trove of Temptation and Revel in Riches would be good help for that. You know, I actually had Trove of Temptation in this deck for a long time until I just ultimately decided I needed more like Bantu's Last Reckoning. That's what took its place. Taryn, can I link your Taryn, can I link my deck? You can try it in the chat. I don't think it actually gives you a hyperlink though. So again, that's kind of why I made the Facebook group. So if you guys wanted to link decks to one another, you could. I've thought about having an improvised black spell on sideboard for life gain in a pinch. I have not, but that might be good. Blurred Blades any good in Rakdos -1/-1? Yeah, it would be great for that if you have the Soulscar Mage out. Let's do a cut here. Kill that. All right, he gets some land out of that. Not a problem. Let's get out a treasure map again. I think that's pretty good. We can just count for colorless. No. Oh, it actually doesn't work for this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's do that. Supreme Will. Not bad. One, two, three, 6, 7. We have 7 mana we can copy twice, right? So for 14. So once we get our treasure map up to a treasure cove, we get 3 more treasures. That'll help. That'll be up to 17, right? Here's an alpha. Oh, an avatar. Ooh. He's going to gain 5 life from this. We can kill this, though. Which is funny. Anyone here praying for type? Anywhere the praying type. I got a call that my mom is in the hospital after a heart attack this morning. She lives on the other side of the country from me. Ouch. Really random, I know, but if anyone has prayer, we'd appreciate it. Yeah, Josh, for real. That's awful, man. The other one just fizzles, right? Yeah. Up to 25 on us. That sucks, buddy. I'm sorry. Let's see, passing turn, our turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Seven mana again. Let's go for treasure map. That's fine. Let's do a Supreme Will here. Drown Catacombs, why not? Getting that out. And a pass. Yeah, that sucks, buddy. I'm sorry about that. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 mana on his side of the field. Another Sun's Avatar? That'd be funny. Oh, it is! Oh, man, that's funny. He's going to go up to 30 life. It's going to be hard to kill you if you keep gaining life like this, man. Oh, here's a Revel in Riches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You actually have 5 mana to do a Revel in Riches and a Hour Devastation. I don't think that's fair, though, as far as what we're trying to do. Let's just do a treasure map here. Sure. Let's sacrifice a treasure and draw a card. Don't mean to bring the stream down. You're fine, Josh. I mean, that's serious, you know. Let's see. Let's go for a mountain here. Let's go for Hour Devastation. Bam, bop, boppity, boom. There you go. Again, we can do Primal Wellspring using ribbons twice. So we're getting up there in mana. We just need to be a little patient because he has so much life right now. There's another raptor. Yo, I'm a raptor. Any Mrs. Doubtfire fans out there? Dual shot to draw a land. He's got an interesting build. It's just I have all removal, so it's not really going to do anything against me. Aether Hub, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we could do 26. Let's do a Revel, because that's funny. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Stream is very quiet for anyone else. Oh, sorry. Is my stream quiet right now? I'm going to look at my settings. It looks like I'm in the mid-range. I can turn it up a little bit, though. I might have just been talking away from the screen here. My opponent just said something. What did he say? Oh, it wasn't anything. Okay, sorry. He's waiting for me to respond. Yep, we get a treasure from that and a passing. Sunburn Identification 2. We were discussing that, yeah. 2 cards in hand. Excuse me. Commune with Dinosaurs. Okay. We could do 48. Ooh, Carnage Tyrant. That sucks. That sucks so much. But actually, we have Primal Wellspring that can do 10 damage with Hour of Devastation. So, I mean, oh, that's really cute, guy. I mean, come on. Super cute. You play the big bombs. I'll just, you know, I'll wash them away. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is just dumb. Yeah, Carnage Tyrant, biggest threat in the format. Let's just do 10 damage to that guy and get him out of the field. We might actually win with Revel in Riches this time. Oh my gosh. This is just dumb. He's at 30 lives, so he does have an advantage right now thanks to his avatars. Let's see how much we got here. Is this another Tyrant? If it is, it sucks. Ooh, okay. He's playing the big bombs. What does this guy do? Trample and Haste. Deals combination player. Reveal that mini cards on top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom. Oh, jeez. Jeez. We might die this extra turn, actually. Vizier Many Faces is new tech against Carnage Tyrant. Ooh, nice. Off now to deal with this. Have a good day. See you later, Josh, man. Hope everything works out. Oh, getting in for 7. Take me down to 17. It sucks. Okay, so I can use 2 cut. I can use a cut and a ribbon and a ribbon. Ouch. Look at that board state. There's another Revel for us. So we can do... I think we're just dead, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no. We have 2 Hour Devastations in the graveyard. A Bantu's Last Reckoning would help us out a lot. Excuse me. And there's 2 in the deck. So we could dig for that. I think that's fair to do. So let's first copy the Primal Wellspring for cut. Actually, I'm going to hit cancel. Yeah, let's kill these 2 guys. Or one of these guys. The 7/6. With a cut. Hit cancel again. Trying to think which way would be the best way to do it. Yeah, and if I survive, I can ribbons for 15. Yeah, we're going to go here. And here. Kill these 2 guys. Then I can try and survive. Oh, I could have played Rebel. Sorry, that's right. I should have played Rebel first. Oh, I got caught up in the moment there. That was my fault completely. We do get some out of that after all, but 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We can do 17. So we actually can still win next turn if we have a way to... see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's sack some treasure and draw a card here. Because we have 17 here. There's a push. We want to go to 15. That's fine. I'm going to hit cancel. Hold up a fatal push here. Okay, if he like... Just got to see what happens this turn. If he plays another creature with haste, then we're just dead. But... like an alpha. There. There it is. Oh my gosh. Let's sack this, draw a treasure here. What do we get? Hoarder? That's nothing. Other dinosaurs, so he can't attack. Actually, we can kill the 4/4 here. Or the 3/3. So that's okay. So let's kill the 3/3. I'm making misplays left and right because I'm messing. I'm getting nervous. Yeah, we're still fine on the converted mana, so he can still attack out for 7 here. So we still win. Okay, cool. If you don't have a pump spell, we win. Oh my gosh. Okay, he gets that out. Do you have another avatar in your deck? Let's see what happens. Getting at all the dragons. Or dinosaurs. Oh! No! Scavenger. That has an enter the battlefield trigger, or does that just, yeah. Does that happen, or does it just not matter? 3 raptors? Jesus. Okay. We can still ribbons for 16. It doesn't matter. So okay. Yeah, we can riches for 16. Goodness gracious. He's getting rid of one of the ribbons. Luckily, we have 2 in the graveyard. He's not going to gain life from that. Oh, thank God. We only have 2 hour in the deck, so we still win. He gains 2 life if it's a creature, right? If it's a non-creature card. Okay, so he got rid of that. If it's a creature card, he gains life. If it's not, he just gets +1/+1. Okay. All right, we just win, right? Oh, Doctor. That was a close race. Yeah, cancel first. All right. And then sack all these. We should have it. Unless he has Life Goes On as the only card in his hand right now. $14, $15, $16, $17. Bam. Ribbons for 17. That is 34 damage. All right. Bam, bam. Cool. That was close. Let's go to sideboard. Jeez. We're going to put in some... we're probably going to take out the... I don't want to take out. Chandra's defeat is actually pretty good in this situation. That was close. Cutting it close there. Let's get out one... Yeah, 1 Revel. I like getting in a unlicensed. Let's get rid of a treasure map. And a hoarder. Not even close, baby. We've actually, if we win this one, this will be our first stream where we went 3-0 in all the matches. So we went 3-0 in all this if we win this one. Well, actually, we did 2-0 the first round, and then second round we did 1-0, and then our opponent decided to like not play. So, I think we're okay with everything else in the deck, honestly. Those life gainer cards is what really hurt us that game. I think we're good. Let's go for it. Watch this deck latch on, become meta, and spike Amulet up to $10. I mean, Amulet's very good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There was someone who ran with it in a Star City Open a couple weeks ago. So playing non-budget is good. Oh, gosh. I'm sure you can make a budget Amulet deck with all this stuff. Let's see. 3 lands. No. We have Search for Azcanta, so that does help us a lot. Let's keep this. We're also on the draw. He mulliganed to 6 there. I have 8 minutes, though. The Brewmaster himself. Nice. Oh, it was Zach Elsick. Is that who made the Amulet deck? The Collar. Don't see Hostage Taker or Tyrant holding price. We shall see. I think Hostage Taker will probably continue to spike. I don't think Tyrant will hold its price for much longer, just because it's not really... It's just sideboard tech right now. Let's get out the Catacombs, and we'll pass. Sadly, these are all tap lands, so we're going to be a little bit slower. But having a push and a search in our hand is going to help a lot. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't get it. How 17 land beat for 34 damage him? Oh, so cut to Ribbons. Ribbons is 2 black mana and X. And then we have a Wellspring from the Amulet here, which if you add 1 mana to your mana pool, you can spend that mana to cast an instant or sorcery spell, then copy that spell, and you may choose new targets for the copy. So you Ribbons for like 17, and then you Ribbons again for additional 17. So Grixis Amulet Control, yeah. Rampaging Ferocidon in the side? Perhaps. My sideboard is basically built against a control meta. Ooh, like first turn Scavenger. That's going to have to die to a push if I can help it. He's being a lot faster this game. Probably a game loss now with that one play. Let's get out a search probably this turn. I think that's fair. And then we'll pass here. We'll take 3 damage this next turn. This will be a lot closer now that he's being a little bit faster on his ground play. Our hand was kind of bad. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't amazing. He can cast a 4 mana with the Collar here. Would like to run into something where we can kill it with a Chandra's Defeat, but doesn't look like it this turn. 3 cards in hand, though. Okay. We're going to yield to that. What do we got? Glimmer of Genius. You know, we actually don't need that right now, so we're going to put that in the graveyard. Direfleet Hoarder is not bad. Let's get out a Drowned Catacomb and get out a Hoarder. Yeah, because the Scavenger can die to that. Actually, it can't because of the Glimmer of Genius we just threw in the graveyard. So we want to be a little bit careful. But when Direfleet Hoarder dies, we can Chandra's Defeat or Fate to Push the Scavenger. That's fine. That's fair. I'm talking out loud. What do you think about Marionette Master in this deck? I think it'd be cool sideboard tech. Again, the sideboard is kind of built against a control matchup, so there's the alpha here. So that's going to be the Chandra's Defeat target. Ouchie. I think Fatal Push is more important on this turn, though, so we're going to Fatal Push the Scavenger. Give me the block, please. Death. Yield to that. Let's cast, kill the Scavenger here. I think that's fair. So good. End of turn. We're going to search for Azcanta. Would like actually to have some mana, so the Drowned Catacombs. Yeah, that's fine. We'll throw that there. Well, it's still a tap land, but not bad. Shan's defeat, we can kill the alpha here. And let's pass. We're on the back foot because of the collar. Would love to draw into an untapped land this next turn for our devastation. If not, maybe just a cut for the 3/3, and then I can try and do some other stuff. He didn't do anything that turn except attack. Fatal Push into our graveyard? No, let's draw on that. Let's play out the Catacomb here. I would play Push this turn, but I actually think it's better to play out the Amulet first. And then we'll just hour next turn or push. And push. Wonder if we'll keep its price a few cents. Marionette Master on how many people want to build treasures. Maybe. I think it'll probably still remain, you know, not like nothing, but a little bit. Yeah, he's just going to attack out again for 3. Not bad. Nothing into mana for these several turns, which is good for us. What do we got here? Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put that in the graveyard. That's fine. Supreme Will is okay. Let's go for an hour. Since it's only 4 mana, we're going to get a counter from that. We're under 5 minutes right now, so we need to be very, very aware of our time. We're going to hold up a Fatal Push. I think that's fair. What do you got, opponent? You going to do anything for this turn? Strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 cards in our graveyard. What do we got? Direfleet Hoarder into my graveyard. Sure, why not? We'll flip it. Drawing into another amulet. Nice. Yeah, let's cast that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up a Supreme Will for 1 or a Fatal Push. I think that's fine. Okay. Opponent playing out Drover of the Mighty. Yeah, we're just going to push that. Let's push that off a cliff. That dies. Opponent really looking for mana, most likely. Let's look for 1. Get another counter on there. Hour, we'll take that into our hand and throw those in the graveyard or at the bottom of our deck. Supreme Will is actually not bad here. Let's look at the top here for us. Hold up Supreme Will. Revel in Riches, let's take that, sure. That's only a 3 mana to play, by the way. And then we're just going to pass. See what our opponent does. He's really looking for mana right now. Does he find it? He does not. He does get Raptor, which will instigate a Supreme Will. And then a flip from one of my amulets. And a second counter or a third counter? Yeah, third counter. Dang. This deck is just so much fun, guys. Okay. I'm going to hit 6 for him to pass his turn. Let's play out a swamp here. Why not? I thought it was 4 because of the other amulet. Oh, it's an enchantment. That's why. I'm dumb. Sure, let's play it out. And we're just going to pass. 3 minutes. Still close on time. Wonder about Winding Constrictor could do for something like this. I don't know. Maybe. Raptor? Treasure map is not bad for this situation here. Let's go for a Azcanta. Glimmer is not bad either. Let's go for Glimmer. Any order? 1, 2. We only have 2 mana here, so it's only 3 mana for the amulet. But we need 1 extra mana. So I think just using the treasure map is okay. Let's put that on the bottom for now. Pass. Registrar Alpha can come down, giving a 3/3, so we can attack in for 5 this turn. Scavenger. Ugh. I'm so glad we don't have any cut ribbons in the graveyard right now. We'd like to draw one, though, because we're basically where we need to be. He's going to get the Direfleet Hoarder and gain some life. That's pretty good. Attacking in for 2, taking me down to 18. Or 6, not 18. I was at 8. Take me down to 6. Yeah. Unlicensed is actually quite good in this situation. Yeah, running out of time in this is not great. Let's go for Glimmer first because we can actually copy 2, 3. The unlicensed twice. Yes. Cut. Absolutely. Sure. Let's play that out. Let's get some more lands out on the battlefield. Whoop. Two. Running out of time sucks so bad. We're going to kill 2 creatures, get 2 treasures here. God, we're going to win this match, but it's why not copy the Glimmer? I could have done that for sure. Let's scry 1 here on the treasure map. Scarab God on top for sure. Done. Gonna hit 6 for our opponent on this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go for a unlicensed. We can't do 2 targets, but he's still going to lose 3 life. We're going to get a thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got it. We got it, boy. Come on, tap the mana. Tap the mana. No, no. I got too rambunctious. I hit cancel. No. Shit. I mean, we won that. We won that. Okay, we won it. I'm just saying we won it. We ran out of time, but we won it. Okay. Oh, that was funny. Dang it. Wow, though. That was awesome. So we 2-0'd match 1. We 1-0'd match 2. Then our opponent dropped out. And then match 3, we 2-0'd again. Guys, Grixis Amulet, man. This deck is serious. Need to hit the OK button quicker. I hit cancel instead of OK because it was right beside it. Because I was clicking the mana for the mana requirements. And then you have to hit OK right beside that. So, but that was a ton of fun, guys. Wow. Oh my gosh. This deck is awesome, guys. I love it. But if you liked the video, of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit the little bell next to subscribe so you know when we go on stream and when we know, and you know whenever we post a deck tech or a new draft or whatever. But I appreciate it, guys. Hope you had a great day. Hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys probably, hopefully, tomorrow. So, later, guys.